Hi, everybody, and welcome to the 2017 1111 ritual. Every year, we honor the energy and the beauty of this magnificent day when the energy and the magic is all about synchronicity. And this year, we really wanted to underscore for you the fact that 1111 isn't just a number that says your soulmate is thinking of you or your soulmate is seeking you. Does it mean that? It does. It definitely has that resonance or that frequency. But 1111 is about much more than that. When you see 1111, sometimes twice in a day, does it ever happen to you? You see it both in the morning and at night. When you see 1111 over and over again, it is a sign that you are in divine flow. You know how so many of you are always asking, how do I know if I'm on the right path? Or, how do I know if I'm following my purpose or my dharma? How will I know? What sign will my guides give me or will the universe give me? Well, you do get a sign that you are on the right path. And so when you're seeing that 11 over and over and over again, it means that you are at a frequency where you are attracting everything that is seeking you. And what seeks you? Things seek you when it's time for them to come through. People find you, teachers find you, jobs find you, sometimes homes find you. I believe that your children find you when the time is right. Their little souls start to communicate with you and prepare to come through you if you're meant to be a parent to a child in this lifetime. I believe that happens with adoption too. So many times we think we go out and find something. The reality is the universe is so subtle and magnificently intelligent that everything you think you find is actually also finding you. And I will tell you that concept alone gives me such hope and such encouragement in my own life. Just the idea that what I am seeking is already a desire that's been imprinted on my heart. And probably because it's something that I'm meant to do or meant to experience or meant to assist with. So here we are. Happy 1111. Let me walk you through the tools we're going to be using for this ritual. We're obviously going to be using our 1111 candle. We're going to be using our beautiful 1111 perfume, which I know so many of you have loved. This one is rose, jasmine, and amber is the blend. I have been using this as my regular perfume ever since we made it because it's one of my favorite perfumes of the year. So hopefully you're loving it too. And then I'm going to be using a clear quartz sphere, by the way, which is not part of your set, but I want to teach you why. This is really the #1 tool to work with for energies of synchronicity. And then you have your gemstone set from your kit. So we are working with kunzite. This is a beautiful pink and blue piece, almost like a pink and aqua piece of kunzite. The colors always remind me of cotton candy. It's like a really fluffy light pink and this beautiful light blue. Kunzite is a master healer, and it's a master healer of relationships. And it also helps to put us in the right place at the right time, kunzite does. And so in that way, it's a facilitator of synchronicity, especially divinely sanctioned synchronicity when you are supposed to be in a certain place at a certain time to see someone or to experience something. We're working with fire quartz, which has energies of attraction. We're working with rose quartz for love, because some of you will take these 1111 energies to manifest a partnership, and that's fine. What I really want to make sure you know is there are lots of other things you can be doing with these energies too. It doesn't have to be about a partner. We've got morganite, which is the queen of the love stones. Morganite attracts the soulmate to you, prepares you for love, and if you've been hurt in the past, morganite is one of a handful of stones that really do remind you that it's safe to love and it's safe to open your heart and it's safe to love again. If you've been hurt in the past, it's always safe to open your heart again. We have aventurine, which brings new opportunity, new growth, new possibilities. And then we have malachite, which is so much about putting you in touch with the heart center. It is such a beautiful, divine, feminine stone. Malachite is ancient, right? So it's been used by men and women for thousands of years. In ancient Egypt, it was thought to be a powerful healer of the physical body. It was also thought to be a stone that would ensure safe passage to the afterlife. And so there are many burial rites and rituals that include malachite. We included it in this set because we really wanted to create this balance of divine masculine and divine feminine. And kunzite and malachite are so supremely divinely feminine that we sort of counterbalance it with the fire quartz, which is certainly the most masculine stone in your set. And so those are sort of the yin-yang stones. And then, of course, we've got some smudging tools. I'm using a double terminated wand to call in and hold the energies of manifestation. Pardon the siren as we get started. I always tell you, Sage Goddess is next door to a fire department, so we always just say a little prayer whenever the sirens go by. We never know who it is, but I'm glad it's not you today. And then the double terminated wand, and then I use a single terminated selenite wand. You may have actually seen me use this in ritual. I use it all the time to open our circle, and so I'll be doing that as well. So first step for any ritual process at all is that you have to smudge. Ritual is all about raising frequency and vibration. That's all we're doing in ritual. And there's so many different ways to raise energy, but the number one thing is you want to make sure that you're raising energy in a clean container. It's sort of like energetic house cleaning before you do magical work or invite guests over, right? It's sort of like preparing your house. And so white sage is very important to all of our practices. Okay. Just a little bit of this to you, sending beautiful white sage smoke. And just as you receive the smoke, just letting go of anything from earlier today or yesterday that might be concerning you or troubling you, letting go of any cares or concerns, just calling your energy into present time, trusting that in this moment you're exactly where you need to be. That's the whole point of today's ritual, right? Is to affirm for you, you are exactly where you need to be. There's nowhere else to go. There's nothing else to do except just to be present to this moment right now and to begin to soften your energy. And then I just like to pass the smoke around all the tools that I'm going to be using. I'm also working with tarot cards today because obviously we have our tarot mat, and I want to just guide you about how I have been using my mat that you got in your set, which is this one right here, how I've been using it to do some 1111 readings using the major arcana of the Rider-Waite Tarot, and so that is just sort of a little bonus, party bonus of this, this video that I'm doing for you. And I'm pre-recording this, by the way. I wanted to do it live with you, but the challenge is we're across so many time zones. We're such a global group that there are some of you who are in, Africa and New Zealand and Australia, and there's quite a lot of you in Europe and many of you in Canada. And so the challenge becomes, how do I get this to you in a way where you can play it at 11:11 on 11:11 wherever you are? So that means we have to pre-record. But my energy, I believe, is as it would be if we were here live in the room together. So hopefully you feel it just that way too. So just using my selenite wand to open a beautiful container of energy for us today, calling in our spirit guides, higher selves, ancestors of the light, all of the ascended masters, all of the great teachers of time, to be with us as we open this container. I'm sending a white beam of light clockwise around the circle of us as we gather asynchronously across space and time, although time itself is not linear or synchronous. So in a way, we are still all gathering together at once, even though we're doing this at different times in different places. And so just letting that beam of light leave your left hand, it'll circle around and come back to you in your right hand. And when it does, you're holding the energy of the circle. And I want to call in the guardians of the gateways. To the guardians of the Eastern Gateway, we ask you for the breath of life today. We ask that you breathe the breath of compassion and freedom and flow and ease into this beautiful 11:11 ritual as we join across space and time to be together, to look at flow in our lives and how we can move more deeply into divine flow in every moment. We thank you for your presence in the circle today. Guardians of the Southern Gateway, it takes courage to step into flow. It's much easier actually not to be in flow because flow requires many things of you. There's a responsibility once you're in flow. And so we thank you for the courage to step forward and to do this work in the right way, using all of our resources, moving in alignment with the highest good. We thank you for your presence in the circle today. Guardians of the Western Gateway, this is certainly an emotional awakening for many of us as we step into the birthright of flow. You're meant to live your life this way. You're meant to live your life easily able to attract and receive what you desire because it's already desiring you. All you're doing is just receiving, you're allowing and saying yes. And so Guardians of the Western Gateway, we give thanks for you today. Guardians of the Northern Gateway, elders, ancestors, spirit guides, those of you who have crossed and can see us from where you are, to the tree people, certainly also the stone and mineral people, we ask for your guidance today as we step into a deeper, more divine state of flow, as we receive everything that is intended for us with gratitude. And we thank you for your presence in the circle. And with that, our circle is open and it's feeling really good. I'm going to light my candle, invite you to do the same. And focus your thoughts for this moment on the fact that it is November 11th. And 11 is a master number. And in fact, 2018, the year ahead of us, is an 11 year. It's been a while since we've had an 11 year. There's so much 11 energy in the field, and 11 is nothing more, but also nothing less than an opportunity for you to recognize that there's always a duality, right? 1-1 with 11, 1-1. It's you and the other. It's you and your mirror. It's you and your partner. It's you and your passion. It's you and your path. It's you and your purpose. You know, you are always surrounded by these, what I call consonant energies that are consistent with yours, right? And those are helper energies. And sometimes they show up in the form of people. Sometimes they show up in the form of animals. Sometimes they show up in the form of sacred tools. Can also be your one-to-one, you know, your consonant frequencies in your life can manifest in lots of different forms. And some of them are fleeting, right? Like you'll meet somebody and they're there to be a consonant force for you for a little while, but then they have to move on, and then just like magic, right behind them, some new person or new friend or new teacher comes along, and they become the consonant frequency. So today we just sit in a space of gratitude for all of the many ways in which energy around us is in support of our goals and our dreams and our path and our purpose. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so you have a very complete gemstone set because I wanted you to have everything that you would need to call in the energies we're working with today. And so, like I said, what I'm choosing to work with for this particular ritual today is the fire quartz and the kunzite as sort of stones of duality, and then the morganite. But certainly you can choose to work with any and all of those stones. I'm also going to secondarily work with the aventurine because I have lots of new projects that I'm working with and manifesting at this incredible occasion. So, and I'm sure you do too. So those are the stones that I'm focusing on. Then I'm going to anoint one more time with my 1111 perfume. I just love it so much. Amber has very interesting attraction properties, as does rose. Those are two very powerful attraction oils. And watch what happens when you wear this perfume. I have found over the time that I have been working with it this year, it is our new 1111, that's sort of the 2.0. I have noticed that people come closer to me when I'm wearing that perfume. They seem more open when I'm wearing that perfume. But it has this energy of attraction, those two essential oils in particular, and have historically for a very long time. It's a really beautiful true amber that's in this perfume too. And so if it's seducing you, that's the combination, that's the magic that you're sensing and falling in love with. Okay. And then, like I said, I'm going to be working with a clear quartz sphere. If you have one, great. If you don't, that's okay. Put it on your wish list for Santa this year to add to your collection, because I really want to teach you why this is probably one of the most important and powerful magical tools you'll ever work with. And it doesn't matter what size it is. You know, we have little quartz spheres at SG, and we have big quartz spheres at SG. So it's not the size, it's the shape and the material that matters. So even if you have a tiny quartz sphere, go grab it. You'll be able to do this part of our meditation right along with me no matter what size you have. And then, like I said, I'll take a few minutes at the end to talk to you about the major arcana and your tarot mat to do a quick reading as well. Hope you're excited. I'm excited to be here with you. So just rolling your shoulders back, calling your energy back into this moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my two polished stones and hold them in my left hand for the first part of the meditation. I'm going to take my two natural stones, my kunzite and my fire quartz, and hold them in my right hand. And so what I want you to imagine today is what I'm going to refer to as the meeting place. The meeting place. And what I mean by meeting place is when you are stepping into flow, when you are reaching out to receive what is already calling you. The way that you do that most effectively and most magically is you set up a designated meeting space where either the thing or the person or the experience that you are seeking and that is seeking you can find you easily. This is a really fun meditation to do at 11:11. It's also a really fun one to do at the new moon. You can actually set an intention to go to your meeting space on the full moon each month to see what is coming to fruition for you. So that's another way that you can take this meditation today and continue to use it in different ways in your practice, even beyond, the importance of today's occasion for 11:11. So I want you to imagine a beautiful clearing. It might be a meadow or a field that you're familiar with. For me, that's exactly what it is. It's a clearing near a school that I went to as a child is always the meeting place in my mind that comes to mind because it's familiar, and yet it's open and there's beautiful energy there. I want you to imagine this beautiful field or this beautiful meadow. Maybe there's wildflowers still blooming even though we're at the end of the harvest season and a warm wind blowing through. And I want you to notice that out at the edge of this clearing, there's a beautiful bench. It might be an ornate carved wooden bench, or it could be something very plain that you see in the park. This might be a park that you've decided to choose as your meeting place, some place that you're familiar with or that you go running every day. Let it be a place that you know. Let this be a familiar place to you. And I want you to call upon your spirit guides now and your higher self. And higher self, spirit guides, I want you to fill the mind and the spirit of the person who's watching this meditation right now. I want you to fill their mind and their spirit with a sense of overwhelming peace and comfort. I want you to bestow upon them the deepest, most physical sense of ease. And as you receive these energies, I want you to really soften your shoulders, like roll your shoulders back, soften your neck, turn your neck from side to side, and feel every muscle in your body start to relax. Let your entire central nervous column and central nervous system soften and relax. Bring your energy and your attention to your body. Just softening as you go. And notice if there's any discomfort or pain, and if there is, just bring loving attention to it and imagine just softening that space. So for me, it's my shoulders and my lower back. So I'm just imagining softening, sending love and healing right into those spaces and just letting every bone and every muscle, every vein, just letting all of the systems of your body relax and soften in this moment. And as you gaze out over this open field from this place of total relaxation and ease, where there's nothing to worry about right now, nothing to force, nothing to make, nothing to create, you're just able to be right now. As you gaze out over that field, I want you to experience the overwhelming sense of connection to that land is available to you, that you are welcome on that land, that something in that land knows you. Something in that land has called you. Something in the universe has called you. There are no accidents. It is a divine, beautiful synchronicity that you're sitting here doing this ritual right now with me. And so we're calling in from the other side of where you're standing across this beautiful field. On the other side of that bench, we're calling in the counter forces, the forces that are also trying to find you. The people, the experiences, the relationships, the teachers, the things that are also seeking you. And we ask all of those things that are seeking you, all of those people, all of those experiences, all of those teachers, all of those opportunities, all of those new beginnings. We ask that they come and begin to find you from the other side of that field that you're looking out over. We call upon those forces that are attracting you. We call upon them from the four corners of our planet. We call upon even the tiniest forces and factors that are seeking you. Could even just be the most delicate energies of love or peace or compassion or prosperity. It could be the tiniest new opportunity for you. It could be a new friendship that is trying to find its way to you. It could be a new way of experiencing your body. It could be a new level of fitness for you, for example, or a new level of health, a new way of working with your body, and maybe an existing condition that you have. So whatever energies are seeking you, we invite them now to begin to cross the field and meet us at the center. And so guides, guardian angels, higher self, ascended masters, great teachers and beings of light, we invite you to meet us at this center point, at this designated meeting place today, on this day of synchronicity, in this hour of synchronicity, at this minute of synchronicity, when this becomes a sacred message to us and from us, that we also seek what is seeking us, and that we welcome it, we receive it with gratitude. And I want you to take a moment to sense what's coming for you. You know, maybe you've been looking for a new job, and maybe whoever is going to hire you is also seeking you, and they're coming across that field to you. Or maybe you've been looking for better health. You've been trying to manifest better health. And so maybe your renewed sense of health and well-being is coming across that field to meet with you. Or maybe you've been looking for a new partner. And so maybe that partner is coming across to be with you. Maybe you're already in partnership, but you've been trying to manifest a stronger connection. Maybe a renewed sense of passion and connection between you and your partner is what's finding you today. And remember, all of the things I just described and so many other things are just frequencies. They're energies. They're vibrations. And so it may be a person who's coming across the field. It may be a spirit animal helper. It could be a guide, a spirit guide that's coming. It could be a twin flame spirit that's coming across. It could be something that doesn't have any form at all. It is just simply a frequency that's headed in your direction. And so today we set the intention that everything you attract on this sacred day will come to you for the purpose of your soul's evolution and progress. We ask that everything that finds you today will be a source of blessings, happiness, prosperity, peace, good health, good fortune, a sense of joy and comfort and relaxation, the ability to find and locate deep peace in your life, lasting, meaningful peace, clarity for you today, comfort for you, forgiveness for you, optimism, generosity, and compassion for other people. We're so thankful to stand here and be in this gathering place, in this meeting place with all these frequencies swirling and be able to interpret and receive them today. We're so grateful for the opportunity. And so I'm going to hold my sphere now. And so to the guides and the guardians and the energies that are crossing today, crossing that field, crossing that threshold to meet with you, I'm setting the intention with you now in this moment that every frequency and every vibration that is in service of your happiness, your health, and your wholeness, every single one, I ask and set the intention that that frequency will be magnified for you today. And what we're doing with this beautiful quartz sphere is we are raising that frequency and we are sending it in all directions, 360 degrees around. All we're doing is pure magnification of energy today. And so I set the intention for you right now, whatever you are seeking that is also seeking you. May every aspect of that thing or that experience or that relationship or that person or that new beginning, may every aspect of it come to you in perfect time. and in alignment with your purpose. And may it reaffirm for you that magic is real. May you see the beauty and the magic in the process as it unfolds. Amen, aho, and so it is. And so now what I want to do is I want to dedicate these crystals to the different parts of the work that we are doing together. So again, focus on which ones you want to work with for this part of the ritual. I'm going to work with the 4 that I mentioned earlier, which is the aventurine, the morganite, the kunzite, and the fire quartz. And what I like to do, this is where a double terminated wand comes in really handy. If you don't have one, just work with the stone and with the intention. If you do have a double terminated wand, you can complete this exercise. And so what I like to do is actually make contact between the double terminated point and the crystal. And so I am sending and receiving today. And you can say the same thing. I'm sending and receiving today energies of healing in relationship. And so on this day of synchronicity, I manifest complete healing across all relationships in my life, personal and professional, for the highest good of all beings. May it be so. And then, with my fire quartz, I am manifesting and calling in today grounding and magnification. I'm manifesting and calling in linear masculine energies of force and creation. I'm calling in the power and protection of hematite, which of course is inside of your fire quartz, balancing and activating the root chakra for safety and protection. And I'm calling in energies of synchronicity and manifestation for the highest good of all beings. May it be so. And then I am calling in blessed new beginnings today. New opportunities, new growth, new possibilities, fearless growth and expansion, fertility, optimism, all of the properties and benefits of green aventurine. I'm calling in luck and good fortune for myself and for you too, for the highest good of all beings. May it be so. And then last but not least, I am working with morganite, the queen of the love stones, to activate deep love energies in my life and in yours on this day of synchronicity. May you recognize your worth. May you see that you are worthy of love in every moment, and may you receive and experience love from all directions in all ways in the months ahead, at the end of this year, and throughout 2018 as well. For the highest good of all beings, may it be so. And then if there's any other crystals that you want to work with or activate, take a moment now. If you want, I can put my wand right here, and you can actually hold up your stone to my wand, and we'll say it together. Are you ready? Just in case you don't have a double term wand. So if you have your stone, hold it up to where I'm holding my wand so that the bottom of your stone touches the bottom of my wand. Because believe me, energy works through video. Never doubt the power of energy. And so today, you are calling in the energies of, for the purpose of, say just what the properties and the benefits of the stone are. And you are doing this for the highest good of all beings. May it be so. May it be so on this day of manifestation and synchronicity. So you have dedicated your crystals today. What you should do is plan not to use these crystals for any other work until they have done this work in completion for you. And then you can release them in exactly the same way, just saying that you release this stone from its service to your 1111 work. May it be so. And then you release the next stone from your 1111 work and give thanks for the energy that it brought to the work that you were doing. May it be so. And then your stones are what we call deconsecrated, and you can go ahead and use them for other purposes once you do that. Okay, and then before we close, I have 2 more things to do with you. So You imagined that beautiful bench in the middle of the clearing, and that you were on one side and you were calling in all those energies, and then all of the energies that were summoning to you, because what you seek is seeking you, were coming toward that bench from the other side of the clearing. And so what I want you to imagine in your mind's eye now is the union. Everything that you are seeking being met by everything that is seeking you in divine time, in divine synchronicity. Take a moment to receive right now. If it makes you feel more comfortable, if you're a very visual person like me, imagine sitting down on that bench right now for just a moment and just being in receipt of everything that is already coming to you. Feeling the love, feeling the health, feeling the compassion, feeling the prosperity, feeling the luck and good fortune, feeling the joy and the peace, feeling the deeper connection to God or to your guides, whatever it is that you are seeking that is also seeking you. And you can put your hands out, you can sit with your palms up, which is a really nice way to receive energy. I can send my energy to you. You can put your palms up and sort of match my energy flow. So thankful for this moment. I truly believe that ease and flow is our birthright. I think if you're struggling, it's because you need to look at your path and really try to be in deeper alignment with what is already seeking you. Sometimes we're seeking things, but they're not seeking us. Do you know what I'm talking about? You need to be seeking the things that are also seeking you. That's the path to happiness. And I think some of us struggle a little bit because sometimes we want things that are not seeking us. And so I hope what I can do is convince you today that the most beautiful, fulfilling life that you can lead will be one in which you really do seek the better balance between what you desire and what is already desiring you. There's a reason it desires you, and it's worthy of your exploration and your attention. So we are grateful today for the receipt, for the meeting place, for the union that 1111 represents. And so today, may this union of all that we desire and all that desires us, may it be blessed, that connection. May it bring us all that we desire in the final months of 2017 here and throughout the entire year ahead. May we be blessed by that union. And may we continue to know what is seeking us. That's the other part of wisdom, right? May you always know what is seeking you so that you can be in divine and grateful receipt of it with an open and happy heart. I wish that for you. Okay, on your mat, you have 3 spaces. One card is going to represent your energy. The other card over here represents their energy. And by their, I mean the person, the place, the job, the whatever it is you are trying to manifest is what their is. And then if you want to know the energy between you and the other person, between you and that job, between you and that love that you desire, you can pull a 3rd card. So first I'm going to pull a card for my energy. This is a card for Athena's energy. My manifestation energy right now. And this is actually my my card. I am the strength card. This is Leo. Isn't she beautiful? And next I'm going to pull a card for what is calling me. What is it in this major arcana universe that's calling to Athena in this time right now? What is trying to come to me? It feels like that too. All the things. This is the all the things card. So what's trying to attract me is everything. And so what's the energy of that relationship? What is the energy of that union between me and what's seeking me right now? The Hierophant. Isn't that interesting? Which to some extent is about structure. And the universe is trying to create these structures through me, these sort of And in some ways I resist it because I'm not a super structure person. So the Hierophant is about creating a new path that offers structure and policies, and is very technical and very focused. And I do think that that's actually some of my work this year, both in terms of program creation and writing. So this is a very accurate representation of the energies for me. Now, what I'm going to do is pull 3 cards for everyone who's doing the ritual, other than me, because I just did mine. So what is your energy, the collective, the Sage Goddess community who's doing 1111 ritual with me right now? What is your archetypal energy right now? Because of course the major arcana are all the archetypes. So your energy is the World. Not surprised. Your energy is the World. Which is literally that. It's all of the elements, all of the directions, all past, present, and future, all cultures, all time, all civilization, the world. And then what is trying to attract you? All the things. We have that in common. I kind of like it. I love that. And then so what's the energy of the relationship? What is the universe trying to do by manifesting all the things through you? I love this so much. I hope you're having fun. This is what the universe is trying to make through you, the collective you, and I love you for it. The universe is trying to make beauty. It's trying to make hope. It's trying to make a brighter tomorrow. It's trying to create optimism and possibility, surrender, and the really, really, really sweet joy and warmth of knowing that you are in the right place at the right time. That's the Sun card. Aho to that. If that isn't a good omen for what's ahead for you in 2018, my friends, on this day of synchronicity, I don't know what is. So I hope you treasure that mat, because honestly, I think it's one of the coolest tarot spread mats I've ever seen, and I love mine so much, so hopefully you're getting a kick out of using yours too. So good, isn't it? So taking just a moment then to give thanks to our guides, higher selves, ancestor spirits who may have come closer, and of course the consonant frequencies, right? The resonant frequencies of everything that is already seeking you. We give thanks for the connection and the presence today. Guardians of the Northern Gateway, we release you. Thank you for your grounding, your protection, and your courage. Guardians of the Western Gateway, we release you. Thank you for helping us to feel our way into this process, knowing that really we are so guided on an intuitive level in every moment as we create, as we build, as we manifest. Like I said before, we always think that we're the ones doing everything, but we are being grown, we are being trained, we are being led, we are being guided. And all we have to do is pay closer attention and follow the signs. Thank you to the Guardians of the Western Gateway, we release you. Guardians of the Southern Gateway, you keep us energized, you keep us focused, you keep us curious, you keep us playful. Thank you for the courage that it takes to do this sacred work. We release you from your service to the circle and to the Guardians of the Eastern Gateway. Thank you for helping us open this new door to synchronicity and to connection and possibility in our lives. May it bless us now and always in the year ahead. We release you from your service to the circle. Truly, I wish this for you as you watch, that everything you desire unfolds in front of you in perfect time this year. And I hope that you can hold the faith. I hope I have taught you this year the many different ways that you can hold a deeper level of faith in your life. It's all happening. It really is, even when you can't see it. Those are the moments when faith counts. So cheers to your faith on this day of synchronicity, this beautiful 11/11 day. May your faith carry you through dark moments. Amen, Aho, and so it is. This is so good, isn't it? If you really did the work in this ritual, then you're in a beautiful place right now. You really did let go and relax and just prepare to be in deeper alignment and connection. And that's all you have to do. The rest of it happens for you. You don't have to work as hard as you think you do to get into a state of flow. In fact, the hardest work you have to do is letting go. Because the more you think you're making it happen and clenching and holding on to things with your fists, and I will say this is part of the hard work of manifestation too, right? Because all of us have been in places in our lives where we had something we really didn't want to let it go, whether it was a job or an experience or a partner. But the universe knows what's right and best for each of us. And so if you find yourself living like this with a tight fist, trying to hold on to things, really train yourself to do this. If you find yourself holding on to, things that happened to you in the past, he hurt me, she hurt me, and you find yourself this, train yourself to do this. Let them go. Let the feelings go. Let the experiences go. Let whatever the universe is trying to take away from you, let it go. One day you'll realize that it was a blessing. It may take you some time, especially if you're nursing a broken heart. But I speak to you from experience, having survived many of those experiences and thinking, but why do I have to let that go? I want it so bad, without realizing if I'd held on, if I'd gotten my way, life wouldn't be what it is. So you have to really give thanks to the universe, who, it's almost like a parent, they're doing what's right and best for you, but sometimes you just want to throw a tantrum and say, but I want that. It's like, let go or be dragged, right? Aho. And so that concludes our beautiful 11/11 ritual. Thank you so much for being here, not just today, but all year long. Thank you for your faith and your trust in me to hold these energetic containers. Thank you for your faithful and diligent service in your own life, working toward your own potential and your own possibility. I see you. I see the divine in you, and I'm proud to stand by you and to continue to walk this path with you. I really am. May you be blessed in every way, my sweet sister or my sweet brother, as you manifest what you seek in the year to come. And I'll see you very soon.